What is up, everyone? I'm Ryan from Fireside Yankees, and in today's video, we're looking at the rubber matchup of this Yankees-Orioles series. The Yankees have their lineup released. Nestor is on the mound. The Yankees have a pretty damn good lineup out for today, but with that being said, before we get into anything, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications if you guys want to check out what we're doing. We've got you guys constantly with daily podcasts, pregame shows, postgame recaps, highlights, player analysis, everything you guys could possibly need. We are your home for New York Yankees content. And of course, you guys can check out Empire Sports Media for all your New York sports content in article form. With that being said, though, let's get started with the lineup, as we have LeMahieu at third base, Judge in center field, Rizzo at first base, Stanton at DH, Torres at second, Cabrera in left, Trevino at catcher, Cordero playing right field, and Volpe finishing off the lineup at shortstop. Again, Cortez is on the bump today, and Cortez had a really strong first outing against the Philadelphia Phillies, where he didn't get plenty of strikeouts, but 5 innings of one-run ball will certainly work for you in your first outing of the year. We're looking at this lineup and guys to pay attention to today. DJ LeMahieu's been red hot. Aaron Judge has gotten off to a good start to the year. Same with Rizzo, Stanton, and Cabrera. But Gleyber Torres has been the guy. He currently leads the league in terms of walk to strikeout rate. He walks 4.5 times for every strikeout. He's been an on-base machine for the New York Yankees. He's the league leader in OBP this season so far. And while obviously you don't expect that to sustain itself long-term because Torres is more of an aggressive hitter, it's certainly nice to see him work some really good at-bats and make some really damn good swing decisions. So far, he's been really impressive with the bat. Obviously, we know that he's hitting at an extremely high level right now. We know he's doing things at an extremely high level right now. He's playing his best baseball, and this is probably the best baseball of his career. He's finally put together the plate discipline and the power. If you guys saw my video about Gleyber Torres earlier this week discussing his strong start to the season, we discussed the ability for him to go out there and hit the ball hard in 2022, but it came at the cost of plate discipline that he had in 2020 and 2021. His ability to combine both of those things should allow him to have maybe the best year of his career. And I'm saying that with including those years in 2018 and 2019. 2019, of course, he hit 38 home runs, led the New York Yankees. But when you're looking at Gleyber Torres, when you're looking at this matchup, he does have a really good track record against the Orioles. He's had a pretty good series so far, so you anticipate that trend to continue. But the guy you anticipate to have a big day today is Aaron Judge, who has an extensive history with Tyler Wells and has hit really well off of him. In 14 at-bats, he has 2 home runs. I believe he's hitting close to 500. Aaron Judge loves terrorizing Baltimore, and, he hasn't hit a home run this series. You anticipate maybe that changes today. Again, huge game for Aaron Judge. We know that he's capable of doing any game he plays. We know he's capable of doing big things. But of course, this is a favorable matchup for him with the pitcher on the mound and of course the ballpark. And then you look at Cordero. Cordero's kind of been a nice surprise for the New York Yankees. He hit that big home run, of course, in that first game. He had a scorching double against the Phillies. He's looked really damn good offensively, and he's had some pretty big throws. He's made some pretty big plays. He's someone that I look at, and you know what? Against right-handed pitching, I want him in the lineup as often as possible because he knows what he's doing right now, and you play him until he gets cold, right? He hasn't struck out a lot. He's been able to work some walks. He's been pretty impressive early on. And of course, that's a small sample size. You're not gonna start drawing conclusions about a player this early on. He's had about 11 at bats with the New York Yankees. He's a career below average hitter, so that's what you anticipate from him. But anything he gives you, you'll take it as a surplus. And of course, Anthony Volpe hit his first extra base hit yesterday, a booming triple that would have been a home run in Yankee Stadium. But of course, it is what it is. Hopefully gets his first one today. But I think that was a big hit for him. I think that was big for his confidence. He, of course, scored the go-ahead run when LeMahieu drove him in. Hopefully he keeps it going. If he can string together a couple good games here and get his confidence going, get the ball rolling a little bit, that'll be huge for the New York Yankees. And then you're looking at the pitching matchup, of course, Tyler Wells versus Nestor Cortez. Obviously, you feel like you have the better pitcher on the mound, but if you look at this Baltimore lineup, if you look at what they do well, you know that these guys can hit. You know that they're not a team to take lightly. They've torched the Yankees in the past, and the Yankees are definitely aware of the fact they're capable of this. Cortez has a really good history against the Baltimore Orioles. That's probably the team he's had the most success against in his career. Last year, he had some really damn good performances against the Orioles. You hope that continues today. I believe part of that is because they just have so many guys who are left-handed threats. You have Cedric Mullins. You have Gunnar Henderson. While Adley and Santander are switch hitters. They do look a little bit better from the left-handed side, or they hit for a little more power from the left-handed side. So you kind of anticipate that could potentially, aid Nestor Cortes a little bit. But of course, we'll have to wait and see for today's matchup. But the Yankees are currently kind of operating on a short bullpen, right? Like Clay Holmes was used yesterday. And while, of course, you don't have to use him today if you're up by a lot, and he is available today, you don't have an off day tomorrow. You do just kind of roll right into the next series. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the Yankees kind of handle that. It's going to be a different situation for the Yankees. The Yankees now have to kind of handle their bullpen a little bit better. They have to figure out ways to, limit guys' usage. Nestor Cortes is going to be asked to give them a little bit of length. He's going to be asked to be pushed a little bit. If he can do that for the Yankees, that'll be huge, especially going into next series, especially kind of, you want to go into every series with a good chance to win it. And you're going to feel like you're at a disadvantage or you're shorthanded if you go into the next series and you don't have your bullpen ready, especially considering that, not to disrespect Herman, but, you don't feel as confident that he can give you 7 innings the way you feel about Cortes or Cole. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. But with that being said, drop your lineup scores and predictions in the comments below. Personally, I think the Yankees win this game by a score of 5-2. I think Aaron Judge hits a big home run. I think he sets the tone early. I think Cortes is able to give you a good outing, and you're able to hand it off to the bullpen, and they're able to eventually get the job done. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for checking us out. You guys have been great with the support lately. We appreciate you guys continuously providing us with your support, giving us views, giving us really nice comments and positive comments, and also joining in the discussion, right? We want you guys to disagree with us. We want you guys to voice your opinion. And if you guys want to voice your opinion, not just in the comment section, you guys can check out our Twitter, our Instagram, our TikTok, and our Facebook pages. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating. And of course, to follow me at Ryan Garcia ESM. And in the link in the description below, there's a code where you guys can sign up for Underdog Fantasy. It's a great fantasy app to play. There's season-long, week-long, and daily game modes. Their Pick Em game mode is personally my favorite. You get to, go higher or lower on projections, and if you win, if you pick up to 5 players, you'll win 20 times your money. Yesterday, personally, I put $5 in and won 100. So if you guys want to go and play those game modes, you definitely could check out our link in the description, use our code Fireside, and sign up today. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for checking us out. We appreciate your continued support, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.